We're going right into if my curlers will stay up. Oh my gosh, I don't know what is going on with them. So we're going into doing a beautiful winged outliner for women over 40 because I really struggled with this and I wanted something as an alternative. I want something for weddings or an event or a date night or what have you. And I pulled you over on Instagram. I did this beautiful look for one of my reels where I was doing, you know, one of my typical, like, let me see if I can do it, singing crazy voiceover things. And it looked beautiful and I was really surprised and I wanted to share it with you. And so all of you had said you wanted to see it. So I am here giving you this wonderful makeup tutorial. I'm not going to spend any time showing you prepping the skin, what have you. We know what I normally do. But I did use the Uemura cream because this is a wonderful treatment for my skin when it gets really cold. My skin is getting parched and I need that extra moisture. So I use the Uemura creme de Uemura. I use my Quarterly eye cream. Everything is linked below this video. And then of course I have my All My Pads that are my best friend right next to me because believe you me, you need to practice this look. So don't get overwhelmed. Put on your SPF to your heart's desire. And I'm going to be using my Nick at Night palette, 2 matte eyeshadow colors, 1 sheen, beautiful, it's very natural. I created this palette because I wanted to wear a beautiful smoky eye at night, but not be too dark. I didn't want black, so I'm in the brown family. So this is a perfect palette to use for this look. I'm using my Essential Makeup Brush Kit. I've added 2 brushes in from a different company that sent me their brushes. I was experimenting and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna try these 2 brushes out. They're from BK Beauty and they're number 204 and 208. So that'll be linked below also in case you want to experiment if you don't have these brushes. I'm sure you do though, ladies. I'm sure you have these 2. One's just like an angled tiny little eyeliner and the other one's just shorter smudge brush, eraser brush than mine. But I'm gonna be using all of them. I'm gonna be using, don't get overwhelmed. I always say that in my videos because I know what you're thinking. I can just hear you right now. Oh, I'm already out. What'd she say? She's gonna be using what? So in case you are that lady right now sitting there saying, I'm out, I'm not doing it, it's too hard, too complicated, I don't want to get outside my box, I want you to. And in case you want to try something before you try this look, I bought the Flick Stick. This is on Amazon. I wanted to experiment with it because I thought, well, you know, maybe I can just stamp my way to my winged outliner. And I didn't like the look for me per se. I don't like black liner. I don't like liquid liner, but maybe you do. So I'm always offering you alternatives. So the Flick Stick comes in 2 in the package because one's for your right eye, one's for your left eye. And it has a little stamp on the end. So you stamp it where you would wing. And then on the other, you have the little felt tip that you fill in. You can do your eyeliner and what have you. Maybe this is for you. So this is an alternative if you want to do something where you stamp it and you fill it in and it looks good. For me, the little wing gets lost and it looks just weird. It looks distorted on me. So I was like, no, we're going to do something a little bit softer on my eye, more forgiving. I just can't do, for some reason, I just don't like the look and I want something that's softer and just beautiful and I feel really confident wearing it. So I'm gonna go in with our eye and lip primer first. You know, we have to prep the eyes. So if we make any mistakes underneath here, we don't have foundation concealer. Eyes first, always first, ladies. Lash line all the way up to the brow bone. Inner corner, you know how dark we are. Blues, reds, veins. I could keep going on and on. Beautiful. Nice and primed. Your eyeshadow is not going to crease. It's going to stay on. It's going to look beautiful from morning till night. Eye and lip primer is on. We're ready to go right into our beautiful look with this soft winged out look for women over 40 with hooded eyes. And when I say hooded eyes, ladies, it means there's so many different types of hooded eyes. Whether you have a little fold at the end like I do, whether you have hooded eyes, you have to figure out what works for you. Not one size fits all. Never has been with makeup. You have to practice. You have to figure out what works with your face shape. I know you ladies do this because you have so many interesting ways that you apply your lip liner or the way you do your lipstick, and you've worked it to work for you. So this is the same exact thing that you need to do. I'm going to give you the technique. It's like we're making a cake, right? And you're going to alter it. Maybe you'll add a little bit more. Maybe you'll add a little bit more flour, sugar, what have you. This is exactly the same concept. Just the brows need to be groomed. Maybe any gray hairs, you can just perfect that with a brow fix. This is my Cocoa. I'm going to just not try to get my other hair in there. Just this hair on my brows, my face, getting it nice and perfected, looking beautiful. And we're going to go into mapping out our eyes. So I'm going to take the 208 brush from BK Beauty, and I'm going to hopefully not have any issue with coming in really close for you. I know it's really important. So what you're going to do is you're going to look in the mirror and you're going to assess your eyes, and you're going to see where you want to put the wing. So you're going to follow the bottom. Really, the rule of thumb is follow the bottom lash line and go straight up. It's okay if you go over the fold. Mine is going to be like, if you can, my fold comes down when I look in the mirror. So I don't want to go too far out. So I'm going to maybe lift my eye a little bit, put on the shadow, the darkest color, and I'm going to just stamp it like so. So that's my wing. I don't need to go too far out. I don't need to get crazy, but I'm going to now just move it in towards my lid. So you can see it taking shape a little bit. Like you can, depends on how thick you want it or how long you want it, but this is basically going to be softer. So all I'm going to do is now I'm going to change the brush out, go into the short smudge brush that is a 204, go back into the darkest color. Remember, don't put too much on the brush because you kind of want to see what's going on. Like, oh, I don't need that much. I'm going to just push it in to the lash line. So you can see I'm keeping this part thinner and I'm going to bring it in. Okay, so it's all about blending this. It's all about then taking the little contour pencil brush and I'm going to sweep it in. So I'm going to just really soften this line right here. I can go back, I can keep doing this depending on smudging it in, pushing it into the eyelid, the skin here. So you can see how it's not harsh, it's not definitive, it's not shiny, it's not this big black liner that skips all around. So you have this base so far. Then what I like to do is I'll go in with my eyeshadow brush and I'll just take the sheen, the lighter color, and I'm going to do the whole lid here. So I'm going to go right on the top so I can incorporate and see, okay, what do I want to do? Do I want more of this? Where do I need to go? So I really want to get my bearings with a really nice shade on the lid. Okay, so what's happening now? What do I see? What do I want to do? Okay, could add a little bit more back in with our shading brush, go back into the darkest color, and I'm going to add a little bit more on this end part. So really what you're doing is you're figuring out the depth that you want, how much shading you want, but you're getting that beautiful look that I feel is a little bit more accommodating to so many different eye shapes than just a liquid liner. So you can really create any kind of variation you want with this blending, and really you're not moving it around too much. You're just going in, you're blending it, and then you're going to create some more dimension. What I did like is that I could take the flick stick, because it was a black liner on the end. I'm like, well, how could I really utilize this still? So I can take the fine tip here and just go to the base. This is really what I did. I went to the base of my lashes like I normally would, and I just came out to the end. So it was really 3/4 of my eye that I was lining right here because I needed to have that definition and that deepness. You can do it with dark chocolate still, you can do it with charcoal, but I thought, well, I have this anyway, so let me just try it out. So I can just fill this in at the end, and it gives it more of that dimension and that depth there. You can see that I have fallout. No big deal, because we'll just sweep that up. But this is really how I got that look. You can put on 3/4 falsies if you want to really enhance that wing there. I'm going to still keep perfecting this because I don't think that this is done yet. So I'm going to go back in with my smudge brush, eraser brush into the brown. And I'm going to keep adding to give a diffused look right in here. I want it to be a little bit more diffused. And then I'll sweep over it again. So really, what I think is really nice about this look is that you can do whatever really makes you feel comfortable. You can say, oh, you know what, that was too much, I don't like it, or you know what, I love it, or you know what, I think I would probably just do the flick stick and just stamp it and see what happens and maybe alter that. But once you start putting on the mascara, you're getting just that fine winged out. You can go as much as you want, obviously. Like I said, you can just keep spreading it out, softening it up. It's just such a beautiful look, but this is really your alternative, because now when I look at you, I don't have the weird fold and then just the little line sticking out. That's what was happening. If I went thicker and tried to overcompensate, then I have like this big, then I have this big, you know, winged out liner heaviness on the end. So this is really how I got that beautiful soft look, still getting the wing. I could go more if I wanted to. I could keep building. It depends on what you want. But this is how it all comes together. It's not too complicated. It does take practice. Let's do the other eye so we can get into mascara. So I have the eyeshadow on, giving the illusion of this winged out liner. So I can really kind of cheat with that look of giving it that elongated look, as you can see. So I don't have a big wing. It's not too over the top. My best friend is these Almay pads. So you can see the fallout underneath here, which is not what I want. I don't want anything dark underneath. And what I think is really nice too, is that if you feel that the shadow is too low right underneath here, take it up and go straight up. You can get a really nice crisp line on the outside of the eye here. So you're going to just clean up. You can add on some more eye cream if you need to, but this is the way you want to. And you can also hold the eye out so you can just clean up. You can take a Q-tip also if you want to, wrap it around the Almay pad first so it gets soaked with the eye makeup remover, then go back and really perfect that line. Going in with my Uemura eyelash curler, going to just open up those eyes. I love this look, ladies. I think it's so beautiful. I think it's totally doable for any age. Again, you're going to want to play around. This is not a look that you do the day of the wedding. This is not the look you do the day of the amazing first date. You have to practice and really know, okay, these are the colors that work, or this is a technique or the brushes that work for me. I'm going to go in with my mascara and I'm going to just really give just how we normally do. Base of the lashes, pull up really, and you can wing out your lashes at the end to help with that winged look. Again, you can put on false lashes if you want to at the end. You can do individuals, add a couple in at the end here, giving you more of that winged look, but you're going to love it. Mascara is on. We're going to go right into perfecting underneath the eye area. Remember, we cleaned everything off. I'm going to go in with just Peachy, and I'm going to lighten up my eye area, keeping it very simple and easy. I'm going to go in with my favorite foundation today because I'm feeling this whole look. Going to press in with my foundation buffing brush right underneath my eye area. My eyes will come alive, as in brightness, as you can see already. You know how I get so revved up when it comes to skin. We're getting to the blush and we're getting to the lips, but we got this beautiful eye look, something different, something we haven't done here on the channel, which is really exciting because just like, again, my sweater says, something wonderful is about to happen. Always, ladies, keep that in the back of your mind. When you're doing your makeup and you're almost done, you're going to say, oh my gosh, this looks wonderful. I knew it. Something wonderful was right around the corner. Going in with my La Mer foundation, you know what I've said about this. I use 110 Shell. I've done blog posts about this. Yes, it is pricey, ladies. I understand that. I have been able to make it around 4 to 5 months with mine. I do 1 drop, maybe 2, depending on my skin. I buff it into my skin. It is this most beautiful, beautiful foundation, serum foundation. And I've been using it for years. I have stayed tried and true. It's my default when I really want to feel that just, you know, it's just really, it's special. Buffing it into the skin, I do take it down on the jawline, on the neck area, and usually the remnants of the foundation. I don't go full on foundation on my neck. It's not natural. I want to buff it in. Everything is one color. And I could, in the look for Instagram, I did do a red lip because of my outfit and what the whole kind of feel was for it. But I think since we're concentrating on the eyes, it's nice and chocolatey and smoky and smudged and winged. I think I'm going to go in with like a natural lip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Cameo. I'm going to just line my lips, just a regular line. Lips are lined. Going to go right into maybe, let's do a figure it out. Coming back in stock soon. So we're going to do figure it out. I could do front page because I'm wearing this fuchsia, but I'm going to keep it neutral. I'm not going to go over the top, but you could do a color if you wanted to, but we're going to keep it neutral. Neutral lips. I'm going to top it with a little Cocoa 13 just because we obviously know I can't do anything without lip gloss. Beautiful, just a tiny topper, metallic flex. We are going to just set with our Nikita Banana brightening powder, triple milled, beautiful. It is going to set underneath our eye area, just like so, into my T-zone, get a little shiny. And now the only thing we're missing is our blush bronzer. So I'm going to go in with our Classic Beach Face Palette. This has a little highlighter too, which I think will be a nice little addition, going in with the matte bronzer just to, you can see, just giving a little dimension, not too much. It's always nice to chisel out your cheekbones. The tip, ladies, is going to be your tip of your ear straight down. I'm going to go right there. We're going to go in with the blush right next to it. Just give a really nice sheen to the cheeks, nothing too much. Since this is an evening look, you can go into the highlighter that's in the palette. This is why it's nice to have a blush, a bronzer, and a highlighter all in one. You don't have to look for everything. And then you're going to just get a really pretty sheen. I mean, it's like, who doesn't love a little sheen on the cheekbone? You can add this anywhere on the face. If you don't feel comfortable putting it right here, you can put it a little bit lower. You can put it on your brow bone there. You can do a lot with a highlighter. So then we're going to just take down the hair, and you have a great, really different, nice alternative look to your eyeliner. Maybe you're just tired of doing the same old eyeliner and you want to switch it up, and you have something that's really pretty. Put your hair back. You could do a little bit back where you really are showcasing the eyeliner. Keep your hair down. This is really just universal with any outfit, ladies, any lip color. You really experiment. I want to hear in the comments, are you going to try it? Do you feel like it's intimidating? Do you feel like it's something that you can do? Flick stick is your alternative if you want to just play around and see about, okay, I just do that, fill it in and see what happens. It's really up to you. It's all about showing you what you can do, how you can do things differently. Let's not stay in the box. Let's experiment. That is what we're here to do with makeup, ladies. It's not doing the same look over and over and over again for decades after decades. When you do your makeup and you feel uncomfortable and you're trying something new, I want you to focus in on something wonderful is about to happen. Okay, that is the mantra for when you try something new. You can apply that to anything in your life if you want to. But what I want you to do is to not say no before you even try it. I hear this all the time with, oh, if I had your hair, I would go gray. Or if I look like you, I'd go gray. That is not true. Everyone has their unique beauty. Everyone can do what they feel the most comfortable, the most alive, the most just invigorated, best self. I mean, what are you doing right now? What are you doing with your makeup? What are you doing with your look? What are you doing with all of this? What's the point? The point is to feel confident, to feel beautiful. And, you know, ladies, I get so passionate about this. I know that it's like, I watch so many YouTube tutorials and I'm like, oh, everybody's just like you know, maybe I get off on a tangent, or maybe I, you know, maybe I should just keep it like this, or be like more robotic and just be like, this is a tutorial, bye, and hi, here I am again. I just feel so much for makeup and beauty and skincare and teaching and loving this process. And I just don't want you to limit yourself just in general, whether it's, you know, trying new styles or getting back out on the dating scene, or, you know, life has different seasons and we're all in different seasons and change, and it's embracing that and flourishing and loving yourself through makeup. And I really just feel so passionate about all of this, and I could go on and on forever, but I hope you try this look. I know that, you know, my channel is different from everybody else's in the sense that, you know, I really feel the empowerment is important with this. It's just not about makeup. It really is not just about makeup. And that's why I infuse different mantras and different sayings and different energy for you to really be able to say, you know what? I've been sitting watching you for a year, Nikol, and today I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna do this look. I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna get excited about it. That's what I want for you. So until my next video, I'll see you later.